How are you doing today? Welcome to another recipe video on T's Lifestyle. Today I'll be sharing with you an allergy-friendly pancake recipe that you can enjoy by yourself if you have some allergies, especially to milk, butter and eggs, or you could make for your toddlers if they're allergic to those things. I make this for my toddler because he's allergic to milk, butter and egg, and I've been trying to get this recipe for quite a while. I had a number of trial and errors that didn't work out just right, but I'm finally happy to get something that works. And so today I'm happy to share this with you in hopes that it helps somebody out there, because pancake is a recipe that is very easy to put together and it takes less time. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people prefer it for breakfast, and the fact that it is also a light breakfast. So this is something you can make for yourself before going to work, or also make for your toddlers before they go to nursery, which is what I do. So right here, these are the things that we'll be using. Very simple ingredients, and I've tried to make this as healthy and as tasty as possible. So we'll be using oat flour, combining that with all-purpose flour, some sugar. You can skip this sugar if you do not want to give your toddler sugar. So like I myself, I don't do sugar at every time. It does very little amount of sugar, and so for this recipe we'll be using very little quantity of sugar. Otherwise, if you don't want, you can just entirely skip it by replacing with date syrup or something else that you prefer. We'll be using flaxseed, and I'll tell you why we'll use this flaxseed in just a minute. We have our baking powder as usual, because you need your pancake to have something to help it rise. You need that rising agent. We need nutmeg, so for some flavor and taste. Same with cinnamon, and we also have some salt to taste. So all of these are the things I'll be using, and as you can see, there's no milk, no butter, no egg, but our pancake is going to come together. Some of the errors and trials that I had before would happen that my pancake would scatter, they would not bind together, they would not even rise, it would be very dense and flat and ugly, and it just wasn't right. But now I believe that I found something that works. I have tried it and it works. So let's get right into the video. So this is what we're going to do. We'll be using 1 tablespoon of flaxseed. We'll put that in a bowl. We'll add 3 tablespoons of water. So now we're going to mix all of this together. We'll combine it together, mix it thoroughly and ensure that it combines well, and we'll then allow it to sit for about 20 minutes. You can cover it, you can leave it uncovered, whichever way. I'm going to show you what it will look like after 20 minutes, so you see why we're using it. So can you see what it is right now? So let it just sit for about 20 minutes. Can you see I've combined it very well? So 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil to 3 tablespoons of water. Right, so I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to leave this uncovered while I start with our flour. So we'll be using 1 cup of flour. So 1 cup of all-purpose flour, that's all we need, with ½ cup of oat flour. For the chia seeds, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. You can increase this if you want. There's no harm in adding more. For the nutmeg, same with the cinnamon, we'll do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. For the baking powder, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And we're going to combine all of the dry ingredients together. Let's combine all of these dry ingredients together. We're going to add half teaspoon of salt, everything that I've added to these dry ingredients will be listed on the screen. You can adjust to your preference, especially for the cinnamon and nutmeg, depends on how much flavor you want to have in it. So all of the dry ingredients are combined together, including salt. So next we're adding is water. The quantity of water will be listed on the screen. We're checking on our egg and this is what it looks like now. So can you see? It looks very silky and it drops like egg. So at this point we're going to mix it in. We're going to combine it with our mixture. We are finally arriving at the consistency that we want. And now I'm going to go in with the honey. So we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of honey. Combine that as well. At this point, we have gotten the consistency that we want. As you can see, we want to have something like this, not too watery and not too thick. So now I'm going to just leave this uncovered for about 15 minutes. I'm just going to leave it beside my cook stove here. I'm going to leave it for about 15 minutes for the baking powder to work on it and activate it before we start frying.
15 minutes later.